Hi everyone, my name's MadMatt Lugos and welcome back to Death Stranding. So, the last episode I did was just catching up with all our data logs. We've read everything, we've caught up with everything. In my own time, I have basically 5-starred everybody. um, so, yeah. South Knot, 5 stars. Timefall Farm is 5 stars. Interestingly, you can get across to the Timefall Farm quite easily, as you can see from one of my previous routes. I got one of their trucks all the way across, and this bit of the river is pretty is a yellow, so you can get across, and the truck raises up. So I managed to get across and do a bunch of deliveries to there, and this is probably the quickest route to the weather station if you're delivering heavy cargo. So we've got the weather station up to 5 stars as well. We've got the distro. Die Hardman's not too impressed with me. Don't know why that was, but that is 5 stars anyway. I think I already said, but these guys are all 5 stars now. Yeah, and the tricky ones, I just about managed to get. Has Mama got a rating for us? No. Cosplayer, we got all the way up to 5. And I finally managed to get the collector after one of you told me I needed to read some mail, and because I've been holding off on the mail because I was trying to read stuff at a slower pace, I caught up with it in the last episode and then rested a few times and got the collector up, which has granted us a bunch of useful items. So I can't remember all of them, but I've got the level 3 truck, which has really long battery life, so I was using that to do a load of deliveries. I unlocked some more stuff for the backpack, so I've got an extra utility pouch and a larger grenade pouch. The collector gave us this special, like this, you see the gold lining on the cover for the backpack, which will protect everything inside it from timefall. I've like snow geared up because I know we're going into the mountains, so I coloured my hat as snow coloured. I've got my glasses as snow coloured with the extra protection to stop me from going snow blind, and I've got my backpack as snow coloured as well. We're at the distro centre south of
Get it done.
Lake Knot, and I did build all the roads here as well. I can't remember if I showed you that, but it doesn't really matter too much. I just got a load of materials, raided a few mule camps, and built all them. So this area is pretty much done. I've got everything that I can basically. Now I think there's a mission at Lake Knot for us as well. I can't remember what was said exactly, but we've got a mission to take on here. So I imagine we'll be going on foot. So we're going to need carriers. We're going to need PCCs to set up the zip lines. So I'm thinking 2 carriers and a load of PCCs, and then if I have important cargo, or maybe I'll put the equipment that doesn't have a container inside the protective bag, and then all the other stuff that has container protection I'll maybe put on the outside, because then I can use spray to repair it. Maybe. I have no idea. Let's pick up our mission anyway. So this is the main quest. Let's listen to the briefing.
The way station you're headed for is far north of Mountain Knot, and on a patch of land carved into an island by terrorists. Right around Higgs' old stomping grounds. Still crawling with his demons, in fact.
Oh.
Anyway, the way station is falling apart and needs extensive repairs. Collect the supplies from the distro center and hit the road as soon as you can.
Demons. Terrorist activities have cut off the way station north of Mountain Knot City, leaving it isolated. Transport building materials to the way station from the distro center south of Lake Knot City and connect the way station to the chiral network. Be aware that you'll have to traverse several steep slopes to make it to your destination. It won't be easy, but there's a lot riding on this. Okay. 1XL. Okay, 1XL and a bunch of smalls, so that's not too difficult to carry. So what I'm thinking is we'll head to the Craftsman we'll leave our bike there, and then we'll head up. Or maybe we'll head to Lake Knot, because I think there's a mission there for us as well, right? If there isn't, then I'll just cut it all out. Okay. Okay, I'm packed up pretty heavy. Everything in my protected backpack is stuff that doesn't have a container on it. So then I figure once we get there, I'll use these things. I don't know why there's still an exclamation mark there. Have I forgotten some equipment or something? So apparently, I think that there's some stuff at Lake Knot. So I'll run over there. I might just edit this traversal out, guys, because you've seen me go on these roads before. Okay, guys, I'm back over at the Craftsman. We're going to leave our bike here. I've got 2 floating carriers. I've probably got a bit overboard with... I've got 4 PCCs, I've got some... Because we're going into the mountains, so I feel like I really need to be prepared. So I'll be able to go down slopes on these. I've only got 1 bowler gun and a bunch of other defensive grenades. We're not supposed to be killing people anyway, so I've not brought any lethal rounds. I don't think we can use them anyway. I could maybe pick up an extra bowler gun from the Craftsman here, but I don't know. I think we'll be alright. I imagine they're using lethal rounds, so we can see the place. We could probably get the bike close enough, but we should probably go on foot from here. Seems the most sensible thing to do. We could carry all this material on our backs, but just in case we have to leave it behind and deal with any soldiers, terrorists, demons, whatever you want to call them. So kind of feel like we're going into the unknown and into the breach, which is one of the things I really love about this game. Just the kind of feeling of danger every time you go out. Not danger, but just... It's not like you can just wander everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It just gives stuff like that a bit more weight. Like your choice of traversal. Just you have to really think about it. Saying that, I haven't really considered. So that looks like a BT area. That might be the demons camp there. And then we have to go up the mountainous region, which doesn't look too bad to get there. I imagine the difficult mountainous traversal will be further on. So, yeah, this looks like it's going to be the demons, doesn't it? But when we get a bit closer, I imagine we'll get... I think that might be part of their facility there. Okay, so we've got a huge bit of a crevice here. Oh, a lot of chiral crystals over there. I've been sort of pinching chiral crystals from each like bridges centre I've been to, just sort of like 50 to 100 from each place. I might come to regret that. Is that a paver? Yeah, so we'll be able to build a road out here. I did have the otter hood, but I took it off while we're not near any I thought I saw some of that cargo moving around. So are there still going to be demons here? Looks pretty abandoned. So I've got container repair spray for the stuff on the floating carriers. Figure that's best because they can take a little bit of time for. I'll repair them, but the equipment I'm carrying should always be on my back. Then that never degrades, damn it. There's a timefall shelter right over there. I keep thinking I don't have any hermetic grenades, but it's all in the grenade pouch, in the pouches. So apparently I need to move through these areas a bit quicker, so I'm just going to march. This looks like there's going to be guys down there, doesn't it? I mean, are these guys not scared of BTs because of Higgs? Are they just kind of not bothered? Yeah, I know, Beads, I know. Doesn't look like people. I think they. I did. I can't remember if I showed it was shown on camera, but I do have the ability to.
Quiet, dumbass.
Outline bodies and stuff of potential enemies with the Odra now, so I think that they'd show up. I think we're clear, Beebs. Oh no, not. So let's just see. I can't see what side of this. No, we need to stay on this side of this river. There's no need to cross. Okay, we're flashing pretty fast now. Where's my repair spray? I do have a speed skeleton with me because I've got the level 3 speed skeletons. The container's tiny. It's only a small container, so I've got that as an option as well. So there are auto pavers out here, so we'll be able to build roads everywhere, which is awesome because I have got my long range truck. I didn't leave that out. What? That can't be my truck. Maybe I did leave it out. You can see another paver. Excellent. Alright. I think we're pretty clear, Beebs. So I've got a fresh power skeleton on. Ooh, another little waterfall. They're my favourite things, honestly. Thank you, Beebs. Alright, let's get out of this time fall.
That's a good one.
Okay, so it's pretty much just up this slope, I think. We can use up a bit of our power skeleton here. Try and get out of the time fall a bit quicker. I think this is a good balance. We've got the stuff with with protective containers in the timefall, but our equipment, except for the bowler gun, obviously, which is the thing we might actually need. But it was a fresh bowler gun, so I don't think it's going to have completely deteriorated. If it does, I'm probably screwed. I brought all the PCCs in case we need to build zip lines. Right, are these demons still going to be around? I'm really unsure. Or are they going to be right in the vicinity of the way station? Perhaps. Let's try and cut across. Okay. Let's try and cut across and see what we can see. See what we can see. I know English. Oh, that's a bit treacherous, isn't it? Yeah, let's not go that way.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, son. We need to pick up crystals on the way because we're using these carriers, obviously. Okay, let's get up and then I think we can make it around on flatter ground. It does sound of weird climbing animations at times, doesn't always fit the context, but the world's that big, you can't really complain. Interesting talking about Horizon Zero Dawn before. It's actually been announced for PC. Which I really didn't expect. I thought it was a full-on. But PlayStation must have taken the decision. With the PS5 on the horizon, it's really not going to hurt them to release it on PC. Because Guerrilla Games is a first-party Sony studio, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's just give this stuff another cheeky repair. So, are there going to be demons anywhere around here? We're going to get attacked, maybe? He mentioned something about there being like an island with them on. Maybe here. Maybe that's going to be them. Yeah. That looks like it might have water around it. I don't know.
Beginning scan.
At last, we are here.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked.
So I didn't need any of my climbing equipment. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you could blatantly get here on a bike. Maybe that last hill. I don't think that last hill would be too tall. Once we got the roads built, it'd be a piece of cake. A delivery for you, friend.
Delivering cargo.
Oh, you must be Sam Bridges.
Yes.
That one-man expedition team? We may be cut off up here, but word still travels. We've heard all about the Great Deliverer, the BT Buster, the terrorist, stopper. I'm still working on that last one. Well, I'm just stoked to meet you, man. So, what you got for us?
One hell of a mustache, sir.
Incredible. This will be a huge help. Thanks. You're not gonna even recognize the way station when we're through.
Chemicals can now be used at all UCA affiliated facilities. The amount of materials that can be used at the way station north of Mountain Knot City has increased. One or more bots have completed it. Yeah, okay. What's this? Oh, this is stuff delivered by the bots. Okay, it was all extremely damaged. I only sent it from the chiral artist's mother to the junk dealer. Oh, Master Courier. To many, your abilities as a porter are practically legendary. You've reached cargo grade 50, yeah. Excellent.
Alright. All we need now is to get Jack into the network. Am I right?
Yeah, then we can see that epic mustache. This looks like a bit of a different cutscene. Is it because it's a new Cupid? Oh, wait, what? Yeah, I think it's just because it's a new Cupid, perhaps. Alright. Way station. Charles Kahn has provided design data for the following: an armor plate, non-lethal assault rifle, history of the Odradek, connected to the network.
Man, it sure feels good to be part of the UCA for real. We've been literally marooned on an island for way too long. I can't wait to reconnect with everyone at HQ. Patching up this place is gonna take some work, but I'm feeling revved up and ready to go like never before. We won't let our country down. Thanks, Sam. And good luck out there. Not that you need it. You're gonna hit the West Coast before you know it.
Good work, Sam. Next, you need to extend the network to the distro center north of the city. Now would be a damn good time to do it, too, as they just sent out an SOS call. Info's still coming in, but it looks like there's been an accident, and we've got injured in need of assistance. Check the delivery terminal for details.
His mustache was a vast, vast disappointment.
That's armor for your shoulders and legs. The downside is that you won't be able to carry cargo on top of it. You'll have to weigh the pros and cons.
Okay, so it'll replace the legs as well, won't it? A fully automatic rifle that fires rubber rounds capable of knocking targets unconscious. Okay. We might get some of this stuff for free with the order, so... A blood delivery.
Sam, the distro center north of Mountain Knot City's put in an urgent request. One of their staff is in critical condition following that accident I told you about. I don't know what kind of injuries he sustained, but they're asking us to deliver blood products. This is a life or death situation. Get the cargo there before it's too late.
40 minutes. Medium package. Right, let's pick up this non-lethal assault rifle.
Remember, Sam, when the clock's ticking, speed is what matters most of all. Review your gear and bring only what you need to make it to your destination as fast as possible.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
Okay.
Guess I'll be seeing you around.
So it's going to be difficult to traverse over the mountains, so I suppose we should go around, right? Could fabricate a bike, couldn't I? let's just have a look at the map again. It feels like this is going to be demons, doesn't it? What? Don't know how difficult it is to get through here on a bike, but I feel like it's going to speed things up. All right, let's hop on a bike. No, I can't craft one. I've wasted time. Alright. I don't think taking that spare vehicle.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, I thought that was a generator there for some reason. Okay, let's take the wide route then. I think there was a generator on the way. I've only got these floating carriers so that I can try and slide down slopes. Oh my god, this is begging for it. Oh! That is awesome. That's like Back to the Future. Hoverboard. We've got some black strands over to the east. Got another auto paver over here. So the road network will extend everywhere, even the mountains. So I don't think I'm going to need these PCCs at all. Unless I need to build like a generator or something. So I wonder what the accident was. It sounds like they've been attacked by demons, right? That would be my guess. Because it's not this facility. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think we. Oh no, the speed skeleton uses up tons of battery, doesn't it? If we're short on time, if we run into something weird, then I'll contemplate using that. Yeah, this hasn't been too difficult to traverse. So this is obviously somewhere important. Is it an incinerator? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's just try. I've got an extra battery pack, haven't I? So let's just use the speed skeleton. Makes sense. We're on a time limit, so. We can see a bunch of generators dotted around. We'll just haul it over to them. Get a nice free charge. Man, look at this mountain. I hope that there's a whole other map after this. But it feels like this might be it, I don't know. Yeah, my battery's not going down that quick. Maybe it's because it's level 3, it doesn't use up battery quite as quick. Might be a generator on the way. Okay, we've got company. A lot of company. They're in a car. Are these just mules? Yeah, it must just be mules. It's orange. Orange tends to mean mules, right? Right, where was the perimeter? Okay, we're quite close to it. Let's see if we can stay close to these cliffs. Let's just have a little look at the map. So, are we outside? No, we're still... So, this should show up on the map once we see the main bit of location for it. So, I'm guessing it's just like... There's the camp, so the border probably goes to the edge of the woods. So, if we can get across to here and then come down this slope, maybe... Don't know where that ladder's going. We've still got a good amount of time. Oh, we can't climb up ladders with the... It negated the ping. Because I haven't seen many mules with this new outline thing, so I just assumed it was demons. But I think it's just mules. Okay. Can we see any more sticks? Okay, we should be able to get across here. It's a little dodgy. Okay, a lot dodgy. Okay, there's a path there. Okay, we made it, we made it. This mule territory goes on for a while though. We've got the bowler gun though. I've been spotted. Yeah, that's bad. We're gonna need to get out of here sharp, Sam. That sounds like assault weaponry. Let's haul it. We're right near the edge of their territory. I think we're alright. Yeah, I'll see you chumps later. Oh.
Stealing cargo doesn't do it for them anymore. Mayhem and destruction are their drugs of choice now.
Really?
But you didn't give them the satisfaction. You kept your cargo safe. Great work. I doubt you've seen the last of them, though. Keep your eyes peeled, huh?
That's cargo for the film director all the way over here in these marshes. Yeah, there's a lot of pavers out here, man. It'd be a nightmare getting all the way back. Well, I suppose if you're just building one road at a time, you can carry quite a lot of stuff. So they were they're rogue mules, or mules that have joined Higgs's sort of group.
Nice.
And look at this, another different kind of terrain. We've got these sort of bogs and marshes. Okay, this looks pretty deep. No, it's not deep at all. It's like knee height. Let's just let our monster energy refill a bit. Yeah, I thought we were going to be climbing over the whole mountain. But I guess I already did that once unnecessarily. How are our chiral crystals doing?
There we go.
They're doing alright. We've burned through maybe 100 on the trip so far. Oh, hang on. Okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, this speed skeleton is more useful than I initially thought, just because it's the level 3 one and we can switch between skeletons quite easily because we've got level 3s and they only take up, it's only one small cargo instead of a large one like it is on the level 1, which is really, really useful. I imagine we'll have to deal with those. It sounded like they had assault rifles, didn't it? Automatic weapons. Which is pretty dangerous. Whoa, look at that thing. It's a truck. Whoa, think of all the cargo we can transport in that. I already did like a full truck transport thing in one of the normal trucks. Can we get in? Let me in. Imagine if we are. I hope we get to use that. Because I fully have drone syndrome now, so like the more cargo, the more satisfying. Oh, the entrance is over there. Not now. I suppose I don't actually have any delivery cargo on my back. I didn't check the regular cargo, did I though? For stuff that I could have brought, that's a bit silly, isn't it? There might not have been anything.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Right, and we're here. Didn't get killed by the rogue mules. Their camp though, the area of their camp, the perimeter was massive though, that whole canyon.
Thank you so much. Our med team should have no trouble patching him up now. You're a lifesaver. I can't believe how fast you were. Hey, watch yourself out there. You're ashamed to lose someone with your skills.
Excellent. We're a great courier. All that remains is to establish yourself as the preeminent deliverer of the age. So I've only got one more left. That can't be right. Some people must have gone like well over the top in like level grade 1000.
Wasn't an accident, by the way. It was an attack.
Yeah, I thought so.
Someone slipped explosives into a parcel we processed. Separatist assholes think this land is theirs for the taking. They may be right. Any one of us could have handled that package. Fuck me. We have to be more careful. Beef up our security. At least we didn't lose anyone this time. Thank you, Sam. Really.
No worries.
I hear the chiral network is coming along. You think the signal's strong enough to reach us here? I hope so. Give it a try, huh?
Nice. Yeah, I think this map is it, isn't it? Level 2 assault rifle, level 2 non-lethal assault rifle, and near-death experience interview data.
It worked? Oh, that's great. We've been starving for info. And if we run into any more trouble, we can get the word out sooner. I can't thank you enough.
All right, Sam. There aren't any more stops to make before Mountain Knot City. But this last leg will be the hardest yet.
Okay.
Rest up at the private room and check your gear before you set out.
Shall do. So I think that this repairs the golden bag cover thing. The chiral covered bag. Amelie? Sounds like the beach. Whoa, baby here. Baby's not appeared on our beach since that first bit, has it?
Amelie!
Higgs and his people came. They finally reached Edgenaught City. There's no escape for me now. Everyone's dead, the city's destroyed, and what's left is crawling with BTs. They're everywhere.
Where's your Kipu?
But I was able to sneak away and reach out to you. This might be our last chance to talk like this. I just wanted you to know that I'm safe. For now. Promise me you'll keep building the chiral network. It's our only hope for the future. It's my only hope for freedom. And when you've finished, we can go back east together.
Amelie, your Kipu, where is it?
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Oh dear. Right, let's just catch up on our mail. Thanks for saving our buddy, Sam. You showed up in the nick of time. I'd just about given up on our guy Langdon, but he's on the mend now thanks to you. Should be back to work before long. But in the meantime, I'll have to cover for him. Don't worry, he knows that he owes you his life. He'll probably be sending you a message to thank you himself soon enough. If I'm being honest though, it was his own downfall. An old pro like him shouldn't be letting explosives slip by right under his nose. He should know how clever these damn terrorists are getting. Oh, and thanks for connecting us up to the chiral network. We're getting a lot more data from the outside world now. And that alone has given morale a pretty big boost. And the printer is the icing on the cake. Can't print everything though, of course. We'll be relying on you porters for a good while yet. Keep up the good work. Okay. So, yeah, I think we can just get out of here. I mean, you can drink all of these gold cans to give yourself a boost of some sort, like a stamina boost, but it takes ages, so sack that. So most of these have been repeated ones, but since we're in a new area, I don't know if it's going to provide a different one, so... This is new.
Back off.
He's holding the gun to BB. Okay, that was new.
Hey Sam, I have some new info you should hear. Recently recovered thanks to your efforts to expand the chiral network. It concerns BBs. I dug this up on my own, just to be clear. No one ordered me to look. And if anyone asked, put it all on me. No need for you to deal with any blowback. You were just listening to me ramble on the wire, okay? Anyway, it looks like Bridges wasn't the first to bring back BB tech. It was a group of separatists. Terrorists opposed to UCA expansion, according to the records. They started using them about 3 years ago. Right around the time Bridges 1 was putting plans in place to head west. Seems these separatists were having trouble with BTs too, and figured that if they could track them, they might be able to steer them into our path. When Bridges caught wind of this, the decision was made to fight fire with fire, to start using BBs as a countermeasure. It's possible yours was commissioned for that very purpose, a fact I think someone may have tried to conceal, judging by the absence of BB-28's service record. I always found it strange that we were so willing to utilize technology we barely understood. Now we know why. We've been aping methods and techniques employed by others from the start. There's more you should know. It's about the original Bridge Baby experiments. Piecing together what little I could find, it looks like they started around the time of the Death Stranding. They were conducted on the island of Manhattan off the East Coast, which was completely and utterly obliterated by what was almost certainly a void-out. Back then, these experiments had the full support and approval of the American government. It's all just guesswork, but I suspect the BB program was conceived to help gain a better understanding of the nature of the Death Stranding. However, due to ethical and safety concerns, public opinion was strongly against the program. Still, they pressed on, and in their desperation to make sense of the greatest disaster of their age, I think they caused another. I should also mention that the president himself was killed in the blast. It was after his death, when he was succeeded by then Vice President Strand, that the experiments were suspended by executive decree. Documents were shredded, facilities were decommissioned, and every effort was made to pretend that BBs had never even existed. Which begs the question how some random separatist group was capable of resurrecting the tech decades later. I'll let you know if I turn up anything enlightening.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Okay, so Higgs and his group restarted the experiments. He's got a BB himself, of course. and Bridges did as well. Caused a huge void out when something went wrong. Perhaps that was caused by the combat veteran, by Mads Mikkelsen's character, and destroyed the whole island of Manhattan. If he was doing the work for... But I don't know, he got shot with bullets, didn't he? That seems more like what the Separatists would do, less like what Bridges would do. Okay guys, so I think I'll leave that one there. Just looking at the time, I think if I take on the next mission it might be quite challenging to get there, and I don't want to rush. So yeah, we've learned about Amelie and that Higgs has gone back annoyed. He's taken that sort of Cupid whatever style necklace it was called, the Q something, which seems quite important to Sam. Sam seemed very anxious there, more anxious and emotional than we've really seen him at all. It seemed like the combat veterans, some of his stuff had got into his head, the way he's beating when he was on the beach, how BB turned into that doll with the nails in it, just like it had been in the combat veterans section on his beach.
Let's go.
So very interesting, and the dead man told us all about the history there. We've discovered these new kinds of mules that will likely use assault weaponry, so we're going to have to be more careful tackling them than we have the regular mules. There's a fly in here doing my head in. So if this is the whole game, is this map, which I don't know. One of you let me know, maybe, I don't know. But there's still quite a lot of areas, so I'm guessing Mountain Knot City is either this or this one. That's the first preppers area. I think Mountain Knot's one of these three anyway. And there's a lot of pavers to get here. There's one. I probably missed one here. Yeah, I missed one there. I think I missed another one. I think the road must come through here possibly. Can't imagine the road goes through the mule territory. But you never know. I might go and... No, I'm probably just going to record straight after this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, guys, leave me a thumbs up if you did. And just remember, everybody, never trust and uncrate. Right, I'll see you next time.